Hey guys, it's Leland Baptist. In today's video, we're going to talk about 90% financing. All right, like legit, 90% financing. So I know you're thinking it immediately. A lot of you guys are like, oh my goodness, this is 2008, blah, 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 blah. And technically, no, it's not 2008. I'm going to explain to you exactly how, if you know what you're doing, if you understand commercial finance, if you understand real estate investing, you understand business finance, deal structuring, all that good stuff, you know what? If you don't understand it, allow me to break it down to you. You ready? It's going to be really... A lot of banks right now, banks make money by lending money. Now, the issue is, as interest rates continue to rise, we're going to have less people that actually either want to borrow money or that basically can't afford to borrow money. So on the investment basis for real estate investors, now is the best time to utilize some of that financing. And here's how this will look. There are certain lenders that we're connected with that are allowing ourselves and our investors to do what's considered a 90% loan to value or a 90% CLTV. Now, a 90% CLTV allows you as an investor to structure it a way in which the only equity out of your pocket will be the 10% to actually purchase the building or the business. I'm going to break this down for you because I'm about to give you guys something that you would typically need like a Harvard MBA to understand. This is like acquisitions right here, okay? This is like very, very valuable. So I need you to take this very, very seriously, take notes, and then implement. A typical bank loan, an investment bank, is going to require what's called a 70% LTV or loan to value. So in a small number, if a building if the building has a value, it's worth 100 grand, then the investment bank or the lender is only going to lend you 70% of that 100 grand. All right, so far we're good there, right? So that would mean that it would be a total of $70,000. Now, for us deal makers, what that means immediately is like, oh my goodness, it's only 70% down, therefore we have to come up with 30% of a down payment, right? It's a 70% loan, therefore the other percent that's left is 30%, right? Because 100% minus 70% equals 30%. So that means that the down payment will now be $30,000, okay? That's 30% of 100 grand. But in certain instances, if you structure the deal properly, you can actually only do 10%, or in this case, $10,000 down. Allow me to show you how. All right, so here's the cool thing. Now this is really, like this right here is a game changer that if you use it the right way, you are going to officially be an asset builder, all right? You're gonna be building your assets brick by brick, asset by asset, portfolio by portfolio, passive income by passive income, without having to basically run through all of your cash reserves, all right? Now pay attention, this is like so important to your lineage, all right, and to wealth building. If you understand deal making, if you can speak and convey to a seller, you can let the seller know, listen, I am going to buy your home. Or I'm going to buy your building, I'm going to buy your office building, I'm going to buy your apartment building. My bank is willing to give me 70% cash, okay? I am also going to need from you a second mortgage or an IOU. And that IOU, we'll talk about that in another video if you guys want to learn more. I'll tell you how you can break that down. But I'm going to need an IOU from you, Mr. Seller or Mrs. Seller or Miss Seller, of 20%, okay? And then I'm going to give an additional cash injection of 10%, right? That my down payment is going to be 10%. Now, we add these up. We remember all percentages are out of 100. It's just basic mathematics, right? And this is called deal structure here, okay? So if you went to Harvard or you went to Wharton Business School for MBA, this is literally called deal structure. This is how they structure deals. And you can do the same exact type of deal structure when it comes to larger acquisitions and smaller acquisitions. It's solely up to you and your comfort level. But this is literally called deal structure, all right? I'm literally giving you an MBA's worth of understanding on how things work when it comes to acquisitions and commercial finance. So the quote unquote first lien position, or the primary debt, which would be the bank, because the bank is really worried about them being first in line. That's it. So as long as you can have the bank first in line, right, or metaphorically we have it as the base, right, the more senior or first position lien, that would be the bank. The bank just wants to make sure that they're insulated enough to be in first position. And you can do that by giving the bank 70%. 70%. You can then have a deferred repayment or different ways to structure it with the seller, in which 20% is considered a second mortgage. And then all you would need out of your pocket is 10%. So in this example of a $100,000 property, all you actually need is $10,000. And if you think about it, if you're able to lease that property out for about $1,200 a month, you're able, as far as gross revenue is concerned, to make your money back on a cash on cash return basis. All right. Now, in another video, I'm going to show you how you're able to actually get that 10% without using any of your own money. Oh, and by the way, here's what's pretty cool about this. We have in our Rolodex of banks and lenders, we have lenders that are willing to actually do this deal and give you 70% loan to value. They will allow you to go ahead and have your 20% and your 10%. They're willing to do this with you having a credit score as low as a 640. Now, here's the cool thing. This is if you have a 640. If you have a 620, they will still do this type of deal, but the bank is not going to give you 70% anymore. If you have a 600 credit score, they'll do the same type of deal, but they're only going to do it if you have a 50% loan to value. That would then mean that you would have to renegotiate with that seller to get a larger second mortgage. But guess what? You still have the ability to do that deal. If you had a 650, they would be willing to give you a 75% loan to value. That means now that maybe the seller, instead of them having a 20% second mortgage, they would only have a 15% second mortgage. Guys, this is a game changer. This is deal structuring at its finest. If you want to make the excuse and say that you don't know what to do, you can't use it anymore. I just showed you guys exactly how that works. Now, like, subscribe, thumbs up, comments, all that stuff. If you want me to show you more in detail on how you can do this for other transactions, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to show you how to get this 10% where it's not cash out of your own pocket, I'll do that too. Just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to create that video for you. Talk to you soon.